So I wanted to make a short video about Tomlin's harmonica school. I'd been accepted into a scholarship. I'm certainly not in a position to be able to afford a year's subscription to it. So I can only say why it's been good for me. Okay, why it's been good for me is because let's say I've been playing harmonica now for about 2 or 3 years. Lockdown, I found a video the other day of me playing really badly. It was around 2020 August, and I was learning to play by ear. I'm not being hard on myself. That's just the way it is. I just begun. I think everyone should sound bad when they first start. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way it is, and then you get better. I spent a lot of time. I went from Adam Gusso to Will Wild to Liam Ward to Ronnie Shellist. It took me a while to get onto Jason Ritchie. At some point I got onto the Jason Ritchie videos and I got into that. Free Friday and all that. I would say his Free Fridays are the most exhaustive out of all the free resources. But the danger for me was the fact that, I'm not talking Jason Ritchie now, I'm just saying the danger for me was the fact that I jumped around so much, right? And I have an attention deficit anyway, right? I have a history, I come from addiction and stuff like that. It's part of my nature to start jobs and not finish them. I've bought books with DVDs in them. I've bought Liam Ward's courses. I joined his thing for a while, his subscription class. So I've done a lot, and I've bought things from Ronnie Shellist. All these guys, they helped me a load. So I'm not comparing anybody to anything, okay? But what I'm saying in regards to Tomlin School is there's a lady called Lisa she's the admin in my group, Harmonica Enthusiasts. So what I was doing really was jumping around a lot. And let's say I start this book. I bought a book with a CD, and it was upstairs. So I started it, and I'm like, oh, this is really good. Maybe 2 days in, and then next minute I'm watching a Liam Ward video, and I'm sort of off. And the book I left upstairs, I don't even know what's happened to it. Do you know what I mean? And then next minute I bought, A4 folder. I've bought folders and notepads, and I've got some upstairs, I've got some downstairs, and I started putting songs in one, and then maybe a few days later I started putting songs in another one, and then I'm learning blues licks, and I get on Jason Ritchie and everything that he puts forward, and I'm writing that down, and I started putting it in that book, and then I started putting it in that book, and then upstairs I got that book that I bought, and then maybe someone gave me a book, and I started that once, and that was really good, and I left that in a sitting room somewhere, right? Okay, and then I bought some up from Liam Ward, something to do with bending maybe, and the trouble is, it was for puckerers, and I'm a tongue blocker, and it's and then sort of like that sort of went there, and it's still there. I've got it on I've got it on a USB stick, and when I feel more confident with bending, I will go and do all the exercises that he has. That's something that I've got in the back. Anyway, Tomlin's class, the reason why this is really helping me, okay, is because I would watch, she's got a YouTube channel called Rocket Girl, Lisa out on the Harmonica Enthusiast group, okay, she's one of the admin there, and I would watch her videos every now and then, and she would basically take a recording, and it's something maybe she's been working on for 2 or 3 weeks, and she could record it, and she would start it, the song, the blues song, is it a song? Start it and finish it and record it. Okay, now watching Adam Gusso or whatever, it's free sort of lessons on, you know, shuffles and rhythms and all that, and I would do a bit of that, but it would go into sort of like the toolbox, but I could never complete a song with it. Do you know what I mean? And that's just me. So the reason why the Tomlin school is working so well is because, let's say this month we're working on quarter notes and eighth notes and the pentatonic scale. At this stage I don't know if it's major or minor, I don't know, but the pentatonic scale, so it's a blues scale without bends, I believe, right? So if you know what that is, you know what that is, right? So so then it got me into focusing, and not just that. I know that Tomlin is a resource. You get appointed like a teacher. There's a submission place where you submit a video each month or each week. I've been doing it every week. I submit a short video of me doing what I'm doing, and the guy there gives me feedback, feedback on my embouchure, my posture, whether I'm relaxed or what I'm doing, and you know, whether I can try this or try that, and is it in time or not, and try, you know, have a think, and stuff like that. It's so valuable. And so what I'm saying is, Tomlin's put this together. Lisa's put a lot of work into where she's at, and so the reason why it's working is because it's methodical, and I've rarely done anything in my life that has been methodical, a method where I've gone, apart from recovery, 12 steps, Cocaine Anonymous and stuff like that, where I was led by others, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and up to 12, and then there was success, sort of thing, in my recovery from drug addiction. Well, with a lot of other stuff, I haven't had that same continuity, if that's the right word, but with this, it's like the stuff that I was given in month 1, I've only been doing it about 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm on month 4. But that's because I've been playing for 2 to 3 years. So when it talks about bending, for instance, I'm not at that stage where I can't even bend. So oh no, you know, I got to practice this for a month. It's a case of, all right, okay, add the bend, and then maybe get some feedback on my bend, work on the bend, but mostly I'm working on the timing or the rest of the information that comes in that month's module. Okay, I don't want to give too much away. Do you know what I mean? What I am saying though is, if you're in that position, and also I want to possibly compare it to lessons. I'm not judging people who are teachers. I'm not judging teachers. This isn't purely based upon my experience. I've watched, you know, like Jason Ritchie does a live lesson on YouTube. He's done 1 or 2 of them. My own personal experience, I've had a couple of teachers and I've had a couple of mentors. The teachers, obviously, I paid, and the mentors done it out of their good kindness of their heart. And either or, this isn't a criticising any of the teachers that I've had. It's just a case of you might, let's say you're using Zoom or something, sometimes you're not really sure what you want to learn. If you do know what you want to learn, it might take them 5 minutes to show you it, and then you're not going to really do it on screen anyway. So then you might spend the rest of the time talking about the subject. If you get a recording, then that's good. It's something that you can keep. But that's my experience. You might just spend half hour or an hour mostly having a good chat. You know, it's just good time and whatnot. But so there's just that comparison. So if you're looking around for lessons or a teacher, I would definitely encourage anybody with the money, or if it's around New Year, look out for the scholarship application on Tomlin's website, or sign up to his email thingy, and then he sends out that anyway. But if you're in a position where you can afford it, I would definitely recommend getting a year of this. What it has had me do was, like, I wanted to be up there. I thought I was up there, sort of thing. And in some ways I'm still up there, but in a lot of other ways, no, really, you're down here. Really, I spoke to another well-known teacher. I don't really want to quote him or misquote him, but he said so many of the guys in the harmonica community, they're often trying to hit way above their weight, and they miss out on so much of the foundational stuff. And this guy's well accomplished teacher, harmonica customizer and performer. So all this foundational stuff is just priceless, because once you've got that in your the bed, you can then build upon it. Yeah, everything else then is decoration. The foundation is solid. It's what you put the house upon. So that's what Tomlin's course is foundational. And I would say, yeah, blues, you know, because we're looking at the 12-bar structure, you're looking at the rhythms, you're looking at timing, you're looking at chords, you're looking at first position, second position, stuff like that. It's not exclusively blues in a sense, where there is loads of, and whether there's so much stuff on there that I haven't even had time to look at. There's seminars, there's Q&As, you ask a question, it goes on the list, 10 questions. And so one of the teachers in the group does a talk on it, you know, bending or tweaking your harmonica, or whatever it is that people are asking questions on. There'll be seminars on it. I think there's Adam Gusso's seminar, Todd Parrott. There's some other people. I would definitely. There is a valid reason also. I would say for anyone, you know, save up a few. I was going to say a few £100, but say, you know, get yourself a bit of money and try 1 or 2 lessons, private lessons. If you haven't quite got what Tomlin's course cost, then go and have a couple of lessons, see what that's like, get the experience of that. So for me, it's the methodology of going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then each time building upon that. That's what it's doing for me. So I highly recommend it. I'll try and put a link in under the video somewhere I definitely recommend it. To be honest, in all my searching, you know, when I was looking to band, just type in Will Wild or Adam Gusso, Liam Ward. I actually went the whole 2 years. Didn't really watch much of Tomlin at all. For some reason, I just didn't really watch it. One of the things that's really impressed me, I think, also, I'll end on this, is because I play guitar. There's music notation. So let's say in the first month, I'll show you quickly without, like that. That, for instance, might look scary to some people, but the first month it tells you what one symbol is. The next, you know, and in the next page it's what the next symbol is. So then you're going, right, that's that symbol, that's that symbol. As a beginner, you're just learning chords in, out, or whatever. But on the level that I'm on, advanced beginner, there's quarter notes and eighth notes. And it shows you what the symbol is. So now with my guitar in, I can now use that information to apply it. You know, I can get my music books out and have a little go on that, you know, to try and transfer the information. So I hope I've done it justice. I just wanted to share, really. I know a few of you watch my videos, and maybe just one of you is going, oh mate, I don't know where to turn or what to do. There's so much information. I feel like I'm at a dead end, and I paid for a bit of this and a bit of that, and I just can't sort of, you know, find a sort of a momentum of growth. Do you know what I mean? If you're anything like me, then you'll understand what I'm on about. So yeah, I hope that's helped someone.